In the beginning, we were born. Then we grew. Everything we knew was new.
I know we can show our children a better future, one that we would all understand, one that would join us all together in every part, in every land. Our children deserve a better life, to respect and love one another. Oh, let's do it for the children of tomorrow. Take away all the hurt and sorrow. Let's do it for the children of tomorrow. Give them the guidance to follow. I know we can show our children a better future, one that was right and wrong, a new beginning, a new adventure. Show them the ways to be strong. Our children deserve a better life, to respect and love one another. Let's do it for the children of tomorrow. Take away all the hurt and the sorrow. Let's do it for the children of tomorrow, and give them the guidance to follow, to follow, to follow. Let's do it for the children of tomorrow. Do it for the children, and give them the guidance to light their way. Give them the guidance to light their way. Let's do it for the children of tomorrow, and take away all the hurt and the sorrow. Take it away. Let's do it for the children of tomorrow,
Rawr.
You haven't guessed yet? I'm disappointed. I'm watching this whole narrative unfold in my mind. It's almost like a Mega Man level. So you have that conversation or Castlevania, and then you keep running through that side scroller. The background ping ponging, I like. Ooh, nice. We just drop it down beat for the boss. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BandLab Plus Coffee. It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent track. Happy Monday. Today we've got Fly With Me by DoinkBoy. DoinkBoy. Love it. So without further ado, to the lab. Excellent track. Over here on BandLab, we've got Fly With Me by DoinkBoy, who is at I am not DoinkBoy, out of Lizella, Georgia, in the USA, repping 1.31 thousand followers. That's at IAMNOTDOINKBOY. I'm not DoinkBoy. I'm not DoinkBoy. Wow, that worked too well. The Mickey Mouse theme song. We've got Fly With Me here with 8.61 thousand plays so far. This was an entry for the 50% no cap contest. Let's take a listen.
All right, you're going to have to put some effort into your life, and you need to be
Jordan
motivated
Peterson?
to do that. You know, if you're extroverted, you want friends. If you're agreeable, you want an intimate relationship. If you're disagreeable, you want to win competitions. If you're open, you want to engage in creative activity.
Let's go.
If you're high neuroticism, you want security. Okay, so those are all sources of potential motivation. But then there are dimensions that you want to consider your life across. So we ask people about, you know, if you could have your life the way you wanted it in 3 to 5 years, if you were taking care of yourself properly, and how are you going to regulate your mental and physical health, and maybe also your drug and alcohol use, because that's a good place to auger down.
Great beat, Loneheart. Where are my lyrics, DoinkBoy? Take the time to fly with me. It's okay to try with me. It feels like I'm frozen. The devil's running laps. He's laughing at me because he slowed me down.
It's been so hard to just smile. Guess depression has become one of my style.
Yeah, this is real. What a relatable question.
It's been so hard to just smile. Guess depression has become one of my style.
Great beat, Loneheart.
Just take the time to fly with me. I promise it's alright to try with me. And so many times I know it seems.
And so many times I know it seems that you'd be better off without me. Just take the time to fly with me.
I promise it's alright to try with me. And so many times I know it seems that you'll be better off without me.
Yeah, I can tell that's why this was so well received. What a great track, DoinkBoy. This is really relatable, really real, really great beat from Loneheart. This is an excellent example of taking forkable material and turning it into something elevated, because A, the person who's making the beats understands how to put them together so that a vocal fits, and B, the person who is forking the beat has something to say. Two things I love and one thing I want more of. Let's go. So the first thing I love in here is this hook. He comes back to it over and over again, and it is...
All right, you're going to have to put some effort in 3 to 5 years if you make your mental, physical, your drug and alcohol use, because that's...
Just take the time to fly.
Just take the time to fly with me. I promise it's all right to try with me. And so many times, I know it seems that you'd be better off without me. And one of the things that makes this hook great, and the first thing I love, is that it is spread out. Just take the time to fly with me. Da 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 da. It's a recognizable melody. We're repeating it over and over, which is good in music until you do it too much, which it doesn't here. We're repeating it over and over so it gets stuck in our head as a listener. But then when we move to the next part, we get more lyrics. So we go from the smooth da 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 to the next part. And then we have to go back to da 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 da. And so the fact that we're moving, this is something that may be a little bit more new for me to talk about on this show. But the fact that we're moving from lots of words or a quicker cadence to a more drawn out cadence is an effective way of not only writing lyrics, but just a writing style in general. If you're writing a story or if you're writing a paper, in college, we used to get told a lot that we need to vary our sentence structure in order to keep readers reading, which is the same thing that we do with music. Glass Garden used to harp on this about my lyrics a lot. I would just be wordy the whole time and would never give anyone a break. And like I always say, if everything is special, then nothing is. So the way that DoinkBoy does this, man, why you gotta make me say your name like that? I love it. The way that DoinkBoy does this in the chorus, giving us those drawn out, and then going into the verse, and it's dun 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 dun. It is intrinsically different in creating this feeling within us that makes us keep listening because we're getting something different. So, you know, having some short sentences and then some long sentences, short sentences and then some drawn out phrases, and that's a really great thing about this track, and so the hook melody and the way that that is in conjunction with the wordy first parts is the thing I love. Second thing I love is I don't hear a lot of this on BandLab. It may just be the pockets of BandLab that I'm in because it's a big place. But this intro with, I think it's Jordan Peterson.
All right, you're going to have to put some effort into your life. And you need to be motivated to do that.
We've gotten away
if you're
from this.
extroverted, you want friends. If you're agreeable, you want an intimate relationship. If you're disagreeable.
Intros are great. Musical intros are great. But this sets a tone for our song that is motivational, even though the content of the song is, it feels sad and a little bit anxious. But this sets the tone. It says, no. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And then we get some lyrics that are like, it's okay to fly with me. And other lyrics are like, I'm depressed. So starting off with Jordan Peterson and this motivational speech here just not only gives us a reason to listen to a really great intro, but gives us some really great content to think about as listeners.
You want to win competitions. If you're open, you want to engage in creative activity. If you're high neuroticism, you want security. Okay, so those are all sources of potential motivation. But then there are dimensions that you want to consider your life across. So we ask people about, you know, if you could have your life the way you wanted it in 3 to 5 years, if you were taking care of yourself properly.
So good. And then that almost creates a transition into the song, which gives us more dynamics. By the way, dynamics on the track here. If there's one thing I want more of, it's harmonies. You know, this hook is great.
Just take the time to fly with me. I promise it's alright to try with me. And so many
I mean, I think that the hook itself could benefit from harmonies. Da 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 da. I think that's.
just take the time to fly with me. I promise it's alright to try with me. And so many times I know it's that
Having that harmony would build up extra layers of intentionality and create this just more intense feeling with the hook that gives it more differentiation. It already stands out in the way that it's sung, but if we were to add a few harmonies to that and maybe pan some of those layers, we could get this nice big sweeping chorus that would give us just an extra level of epicness. So I think everyone needs to head on over to BandLab and follow I Am Not DoinkBoy, who is DoinkBoy, and take a listen to Fly With Me. I totally vibe to this track. We are putting it in I Vibe playlist. Make sure if you don't know what to listen to, that you're checking out my playlists here. I've got songs that maybe I'll finish someday if enough people like them. Covers keep us warm, covers and remixes, workable jams, things that you can jump on, features that I've done, DJ originals, great contest tracks, and of course the I Vibe playlist. If I vibe with your music, it's on that playlist. And that playlist is in rotation, so things will come off, things will get put on. You should also make sure that you follow DJ Tatious on YouTube, BandLab, or wherever you choose to consume your social media. In the meantime, thanks so much for waking up, winding up, and queuing up with me and heading to the lab to listen to another excellent BandLab track. Please make sure that you subscribe and comment and let me know 2 things you love about this track, 1 thing you want more of, other tracks that I should play on the show. I am always looking forward to sitting down with my coffee and listening to your music. So have a great day. We will see you next time.
Your track can be really great and your melody can be really great, but what you need is texture. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a second line where we sing the melody a second time, but we're going to edit it differently by adding a little bit of fuzz to the track using the BL driver. We'll just bring that down a little bit because all we want is a tiny bit of this fuzz to give us some more texture for the beat. Now it sounds like this.
Well, now I understand that your plan was to tell me that I'll never get it, so I'm better off when I turn it off. Just stop, give it up, and quit it. Not hot, and the lyrics that I've written don't deserve to get a listen, but I type non-stop.
Instantly more intense.
And I go till I drop, like I'm breaking out of prison. Just wait, make a great lake. With all the lyrics that I'm spitting, and I'll never be arrogant, sharing feelings that are visceral and dealing with the consequence of dropping the anonymous. You wanna call me talentless? I'm taking every single hit and breaking every chain and stepping all the way outside of it.
And that, my friends, is how you do rap texture.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BandLab Plus Coffee. Happy Monday. It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent track. This morning on BandLab Plus Coffee, we've got Plants Out My Window by the one and only Cocobark. So, without further ado, to the lab!
Let the music unlock your heart. It's time to collaborate. You're part of the family.
It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent BandLab track. Plants Out My Window here on BandLab by Cocobark at COCOBARK, reppin' 6.76 thousand followers out of Houston, Texas. I was just in Houston for a conference, or rather just outside Houston, because oftentimes I don't want to go into Houston. My bad. Her song is Plants Out My Window. Finally, a contest I can enter. It is her entry for the amazing BandLab contest. Music by my friend Ron Carr at RONCARR. Gorgeous guitar lead by my friend Amp Music 2022, AMP MUSIC 2022. Vocals and lyrics by me, Cocobark. This one is hashtag amazing, hashtag Cocobark. And then, of course, I think Amp Music would be Anthony Pearson here. Let's take a listen. Oh, I already like this, with things like wobbling in both ears. Ooh. This is giving me really...
Looking at the plants outside my garden window. Stems are hanging down, the leaves are crusted brown. Oh why can't I keep them alive?
Yes, the millennial struggle.
Looking at the back and the black, it consumes me, wraps around my heart, carries me so far down the lonely road that I don't wanna go.
Man, I want to commentate, but this is great.
Paralyzed as the minutes go on by, dying with the past. Nothing here can ever last.
It's striking all the right chords. Ooh. The way that those oohs filled the stereo field was a really great change.
Hope comes when we need it.
I'm getting kind of Beatles vibes, like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
We're brave enough to be it.
And what I can only assume is an organ. I love the organ in this. But the bass is really driving us to dun 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 dun. I think that's really lending to the old school vibes. Oh, here's our guitar. In a world where the plants could speak, they might say, "Water me, please." Or, "I'm only half sun. I'm not full sun." Got the synth on the left and the piano kind of fading right with the guitar right up the middle. Oh, and those background oohs. Okay, so this track is just so cool. It's so cool for a number of ways that might not be right up front apparent. If you're really into EDM music, or metal, or country, or pop, or all of these more mainstream genres, then you'll probably recognize some of these elements if you focus in your ear and take a moment to realize that all genres use these quality, not tricks, but these quality assets to create tracks like this. This track subtly utilizes dynamics. It subtly utilizes panning. It subtly utilizes multiple vocals for stacks. It does so much that we do in the upfront radio genres of music that it is putting forward just this awesome track, but with the way everything is delivered, it creates just a kind of still and serene vibe. There's something about it that's mysterious, but it's using all the best tricks of the trade, whether it's intentional in the arrangement or just some people who are really great at their craft jamming out together. I'm a big fan, and if you listen closely, you'll hear all these things that I'm always talking about on BandLab, whether it's stacking, dynamics, transitions, panning for the stereo spectrum, making space for instrumentals and vocals. You'll hear all those things. So let's head on over to 2 things I love and 1 thing I want more of. When it comes to this track, the first thing I gotta say that I love is this guitar here. It's almost playing a love song to the plants. Either that or longing. And maybe it longs for love. Man, but that guitar really does great things. And right here is the second thing I love. The backup vocals are off to the side and they're pulled way back, and they really complement the upfront vocal from Cocobark, which is slightly mysterious, but also longing, just like the guitar was. So the two are really in sync, and as the guitar follows the vocal, but they stay out of each other's way, it's just so cool. And then, of course, the double comes up higher there at the end to finish it off. But that's the second thing I love, those stacked vocals that are out of each other's way so that we can hear everything the same but separate and in the best way. So the first thing I love is that guitar. The second thing I love are those stacked vocals. The one thing that I would like to see more of, and this is just a preference, totally subjective like all music is, I would love to see an a cappella element somewhere in this, where maybe at the end, instead of a fade out, we have a hard stop on all the instruments, and you have one of those punk pop a cappella moments where you create a round for "Oh to Bloom Again," and you've got maybe your melody, "Oh to bloom again," right? But you've got someone in the background doing a different type of O's, or maybe some descant. That could be really cool. But I think an a cappella moment would really add to the vibe and to the mystery of this track. Overall, a phenomenal track. And at 3 minutes and 34 seconds, never overstays its welcome. It is a great length. It uses great tricks. It is just, it's a winner. So BandLab, if you're watching this one, the Plants Out My Window, the amazing track is awesome. Now, do I want it to beat the track that Grandma and I put out called Glorious? Of course not, because I'm competitive, but this is an amazing track. So great job, Cocobark and team. Everyone, make sure you head on over to BandLab and follow at Cocobark, as well as at Ron Carr and at Amp Music 2022 or Anthony Pearson. And as always, don't forget to follow DJ Tatious on YouTube, BandLab, or wherever you choose to consume your social media. And until next time, thanks for drinking coffee with me. See ya.
No, it's all a facade to think we having better days.
Ooh, what an Usher voice.
Every time we pay attention to the lines, they telling us about better days.
Come on.
You can break my silence. I look around, but there's no
More than a woman. Right, so I'm hearing that kind of Bee Gees vibe, but with that Michael Jackson airy voice and mixing in some of that Imogen Heap. Say goodnight and go, what do I say? Swiss your plane, come stay with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BandLab Plus Coffee. I'm your host, DJ Tatious, and we are coming to a close on spooky season. So, today we need to make it extra spooky. Maybe a little haunting. Some creepiness added in there. And why not a story about baking children alive? I said it. It's Scored by Tyler Rich over on the Lab. So without further ado, to the lab.
Let the music unlock your heart. It's time to collaborate. You're part of the family.
It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent BandLab track. Scored over here on the Lab by Tyler Rich at Tyler Rich Melee, TYLERRICHMELE, out of Seattle, Washington. We know that place. Reppin' 2,000 followers. And the song itself has 298 plays, 41 likes, including one of our own. Thank you so much for the lyrics. The tale of Hansel and Gretel inspired this song. Enjoy. Hashtag spooky season. Beat produced and vocals are by Tyler Rich. Let's take a listen. Ooh, listen with headphones. Soon some panning.
Don't be shy. Just step into my garden. No need for fright. I bear no harm or right.
All right.
Your words are like sweet eyes.
Grateful snaps.
They tantalize and send the full mind. You're slowly swelling, running, spiraling. Sweet surprise, the taste of your demise.
Listen to those vocals.
Shaking, knees weak, trembling. Your beating heart is such sweet.
Got some heartbeats in the background. I heard that. Nice build. Creepy, man. Creepy. Nice track, though. Tyler Rich was Scored, the tale, or rather inspired by the tale, of Hansel and Gretel. First and foremost, again, thank you for these lyrics. Come, don't be shy. Just step into my garden. No need for fright. I bear no harm, all right? You're what I like. Sweet eyes, so delicate they tantalize. Dance in full moonlight. Give me your liver and I'll deliver. That's creepy. So let's head over to two things I love and one thing I want more of. Look, the first thing I love about this song is that this track goes everywhere. We start with something creepy. And then we get the plucks. Doom, 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 doom. Not only that, but we get these reverse swells that are creating this tension. Bring in those snaps. Real full, deep snaps. Really good. Not only that, but we have a lot of fuzziness feedback that is adding to this vibe intentionally. But here's where it becomes the first thing that I love. We do have this spooky season vibe, but now when we get towards the end of the track, this truly does almost sound so dissonant, the content from the track. The track brings us to birds chirping, this wonderful flourishing, something victorious, triumphant, epic. like that is not Halloween. That is not creepy, sad, scary. But what kind of makes it scary is the content. So you have to really tune in. This is one of those versions of a sad song being on a happy beat, or a happy song being on a sad beat, or in this case, a creepy song being on a real alluring instrumental. And so I very much enjoy how this goes from your typical creeping through the forest
Sweet eyes so delicate.
to I could give you everything you want. Right. And then we are so triumphant, alluring. Come here. Give me your liver. Right. It's crazy, and it's excellently done, brilliantly done, in my opinion. That is the first thing I love. The second thing I love are these lyrics. Tyler Rich is very good at using his head voice to create an atmosphere. It always brings me back to the 90s. It's very airy. It's perfect for this style of vocal, and I just can't ever get enough of these vocals.
I have you shaking, knees me trembling.
It's like an airy Michael Jackson. Just an airy Michael Jackson.
It's such sweet music.
But you see where it mixes in some Imogen Heap as well, as I'm hearing, don't hate, I'm hearing some Bee Gees as well. Not from the vocal, but from the track, and then the vocal all ties in the same way. More than a woman. Right? So I'm hearing that kind of Bee Gees vibe, but with that Michael Jackson airy voice and mixing in some of that Imogen Heap. Say goodnight and go. What do you say? Missed your plane. Come stay with me. Right? It's very say goodnight and go. Very airy, very awesome. I can't give a higher compliment than Michael Jackson meets Imogen Heap. I truly can't. That is the second thing I love. So everyone really needs to jump on over to BandLab and check out Scored by Tyler Rich at Tyler Rich Melee. Released back on October 13th. Throw it some likes before the end of the month so that it can count towards his contest track here. Don't forget to follow him while you're at it. And as long as you're going to be on BandLab following people, you should follow DJ Tatious on BandLab, YouTube, and wherever you choose to consume your social media. I'll be here. And I really appreciate you waking up, winding up, and queuing up another spooky season track with me. Y'all be safe out there on Halloween, and we will see you next time. Because we all know the day after Halloween is essentially Christmas.
Holy cow, did you guys see that there's brand new music from the lead singer of Plus 44? And that it's a collaboration project with the lead singer from Angels and Airwaves? Not to mention that the radio edit and the CD album release are Travis Barker remixes? It feels so distinctly 90s. Like, who knew that two of the greatest bands could come together to form such a cool project? What would they even call that?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BandLab Plus Coffee. That's right, I'm DJ Tatious, and we're back with another excellent BandLab track. So it means it's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up. Thanks for joining me, because today we've got Sad Boy, official Sad Boy, with Better Off Dead. How emo. And if you don't know, now you know. I love me a good emo track. So without further ado, let's head to the left. Excellent track. Over here on the lab, we've got Better Off Dead by Sad Boy at official Sad Boy. That's at OFFICIALSADBOI. The song was released on October 21st, 2023, and we're repping 2.17 thousand followers. We've got 572 streams and 48 likes, soon to be including one of our own, I'm sure. The description is a bunch of hashtags, but I got a good feeling about this. You know why? Because he went ahead and added the lyrics for us. So let's get to it.
It's 4:15 in the morning. Thinking about the times that we had, it's kind of boring. The conversations would be dry, not gonna lie, it had me snoring. But the thoughts inside my mind, yeah, it's raining, it's pouring.
Good wordplay here.
Why did we have to go outside? We never was official, so I guess I'm kind of glad. Cause I know deep down, the future's looking kind of down. And you know deep down, I'm just way better than you.
Nice filtered backing there. Really soaring chorus. Would I dare to assume that I'm better off dead?
I be so lost in my mind, overwhelmed with relationships.
Great cadence.
To somebody, but it's like a sinking ship. I think I'm ready, but I'm not. I'm so childish. I'm moving forward, then I stop. Check the mileage. I'm not attractive, later on. Don't know how I did. Can't make excuses, but I'm lost and haven't found it. Where do I go? Where do I run? I just don't know, so I smoke like a gun. My heart got a hole, I don't know how to have fun. Take a hold on my soul, the devil think that he won.
Nice. Those cymbals in the chorus really sound great there. Really good rhythm on those drums. A slow burn to the ending. Notice how we take away all the vocal effects to make it raw, which is a really cool trick. Breathe Carolina does it sometimes, and I really enjoy it. What a great track. Better Off Dead by @SadBoyOfficial over here on the lab. You know, so many great things to say, so I won't get in the way. Let's just jump over to 2 things I love and 1 thing I want more of. The first thing I love about this track, other than the fact that the lyrics are here in full force, is the fact that we start slow and we get nice cadence throughout the entire song. Here's what I'm talking about.
It's 4:15 in the morning. Thinking about the times that we had, it's kind of boring. The conversations would be dry, not gonna lie, it had me snoring. But the thoughts inside my mind, yeah, it's raining, it's pouring.
So that cadence is really great, and it's brought on by what a lot of rappers will do, or at least what I've seen in a lot of studio projects that I've mixed on the lab for hip-hop artists, is they will sing a line and then have a second vocal track and do the follow-up to that line, which gives it this really bouncy feel to the vocal. So it's like the vocal starts just before the other one ends, and it's possible because of multiple vocal tracks. And because of that, you get this really nice bouncy cadence that gives us the perfect amount of sad, but at the same time is bouncy, which is a great sad boy emo style. It's like I am sad, but I'm also super bouncy and artistic, and I completely dig it.
We never was official, so I guess I'm kinda glad. Cause I know deep down, the future's looking kinda down. And you know deep down, I'm just way better than you.
And of course, we have the build into the chorus with the ambient filtered vocal. Let's take a listen one more time. Digging it. Just digging how the cadence doesn't get in the way of anything. This is not someone trying to be quick for the sake of speed. This is not someone trying to be lyrical for the sake of lyrical. This is truly poetry in motion. And that is the first thing I love. The second thing I love about this track is this really soaring chorus. We love the cadence in the verse because of the way that it really brings the poetry to life. We've got the multiple vocal take bounce that it gives us that keeps us moving along, but it also lends to that poetry in motion. So we get this poetry all the way through the verses, and they're really well written, by the way, but then we get to this soaring chorus, and this is one of my favorite things that a song can do. Da 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 bum bum bum. So we go from this really arpeggiated or syncopated, this really bump 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 bump, and then we go bum bump 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 bum boom, and it really gives your mind something to latch onto as, hey, no, this is the pinnacle of the emotion in the track, and in this case it's the chorus. So we get a poem, and then after our poem we get this really soaring chorus. And can you also hear how we've got gap, or rather a space between the lyrics, the lines, the phrases. I am starting to feel space, like I'm falling again. Space, cannot forgive. Space, right? Whereas in the verse, we had no space because of that multiple vocal. No space. No space. No space. No space. But then we get to the chorus. Space. 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 So the ambience of the chorus and the soaring feeling of the chorus gives us these implied spaces. And I know every time I said space, you heard a word, but what you're actually getting is an implied space that you feel that wasn't in the verse. So in the verse, we had no implied space. We had and then we get to the chorus and we have this implied space. Your mind latches onto it. It feels so different from the verse and yet so much more impactful, even though the verse is so well written and so poetic. This truly is all about the wordplay. I think that Jason Mraz would give this 2 thumbs up, right? And in a hip hop sort of zone. So those are the 2 things that I love. It's the poetry of the verse along with the cadence and how it overlaps to create this sense of movement. And then when we get to the chorus, we not only have a soaring chorus that gives us a differentiator from the verse, the poetry of the verse, but we also get these implied spaces that you can just feel when you listen to the music, even if you're not actually hearing them. You feel them. And music is a lot about what you can make people feel, not just about what you're saying. That is what it is. If there's one thing I want more of in this track, and this is a phenomenal track, so take it all with a grain of salt, I want more transitions. I hear all of these really excellent cadence changes and these really great pieces of wordplay, and this content is just phenomenal. But what I need here is I need something to build the energy on the track and tell me, hey, we're moving from the verse to the chorus. In the first chorus, we have the vocal at the end of the verse that gets super filtered in the background, and that sort of leads to a transition. So we do get that so much better, but I almost maybe want to filter the instrumental as well to kind of boom, starting to feel. And then when we go through the rest of the song where we're listening and building up again. You can hear that it's a rock groove. But this might be a good place to start swelling in. A rise and a hit. Those are the kinds of things we're looking for. Those are the kinds of instrumental elements that elevate us from awesome to phenomenal. This track is excellent and I very much enjoy it. But if there's one thing I want more of, it's transition elements or rises and hits, to be specific, all of which you can find within BandLab sounds. So even if you find a pre-baked track, say on YouTube or on BandLab that you're forking, add an audio track to it, open up BandLab sounds right there in the studio, and you could find one-shots for cymbal swells or transition sounds. It's really great for that kind of thing, and that's just the one thing I want to see more of, and it's all at your fingertips on BandLab. So everyone should jump over to BandLab and check out Sad Boy, Better Off Dead, at official Sad Boy, Depression, Chad, Depression Day, Dumbauer of Chad. 2.17 thousand followers, 572 plays, 49 likes, including one of our own. Go and follow him. And you know what? While you're at it, you should also follow DJ Tatious on BandLab, YouTube, and, wherever you choose to consume your social media. Thanks for waking up, winding up, and queuing up another excellent BandLab track with me, and we will see you next time. I am a songwriter. I'm collaborative and diverse. You can't put me in a creative box. I'm gonna try something new every time. Now, let's write another original in C major. 1, you're like a hurricane. 2, we're in the middle of the storm. And 3, was this song the eye of the storm, in between the storms? Or were we singing through the storm? What you gonna do when I check for you? What you gonna do now? Go! Check 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BandLab Plus Coffee. It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent track. Are you ready? 'Cause here it is. Gonna rock you like a hurricane. That's right. Tatious is back with another track, and this time it's Hurricane. So, without further ado, let's head to the storm and get to the lab. It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent BandLab track. We are over here on BandLab. We've got Tatious, as seen once on the show previously, 180,000 followers. Dad gummit. Following 105 people. I recently released a track with Tatious and Glass Garden called Under the Gun. Make sure you check that one out as well. But that's not what we're here for. Because right now, or rather recently, Tatious released a track called Hurricane right here. So make sure you jump over to @DALTENIOUS at a Motorhead City, USA. Hurricane had a lot of fun on this one. Not my usual style. So it may not be your cup of Coffee. Hope you enjoy, though. BandLab pop artist, Smooth, Daltinius, Fire, Singer. Produced by KFM. Nice. Let's give it a listen. Loving the rain in the background. A couple of artists do this. I know that Ryan Tedder records random ambient noise for his tracks, so something to keep in mind for your next song. Really cool background sense. Where are my lyrics, Daltinius? Listen to that overdrive or that big crusher, whatever we're doing to our vocals on there, that filter is really good. Ooh, we bring it into a clear vocal, into the chorus. Nice dynamic transition, sir. Nice chorus. Lots more lyrics in the verses. A good dynamic shift between the verse and the chorus. Nice little reprieve here. Really verbed out whoa in the background. So good. Wow. You tear me down, you drown me out with your pouring rain. I'm whipped around and clouded out as the sirens scream. And then the rain to wind us out. It kind of bookends on both sides to let us know, 1, you're like a hurricane. 2, we're in the middle of the storm. And 3, was this song the eye of the storm, in between the storms? Or were we singing through the storm? Really great questions, really great track. Hurricane by Daltinius. Let's just move right into 2 things I love and 1 thing I want more of. The first thing I love about this track is the way that we use the vocal to dynamically shift from the verse into the chorus. And yeah, today's going to be vocal heavy. Daltinius is a vocalist, or at least his voice is a noteworthy feature of his. And what we do in this track specifically is something I don't hear often on BandLab tracks. So let's take a listen to verse 1 here. Take a listen to how we have a filter on the vocal. Started off calm. With maybe a little bit of bit crush or overdrive, something that is saturating or distorting the vocal. If it were me, I'd just use CLA effects and I could do both those things in the same plugin. But this is what's happening here. And notice as we listen how it goes from the filtered vocal into the very clear, I see it clearly. You are a storm. You're a hurricane. One more time. filtered vocal. Less filtered. Full vocal. So great. The fact that we go from this filtered, ambient, driven, saturated vocal into this crispy, clear chorus vocal really gives us some dynamic transition and a way to stay in tune with the track. It gives our ears a reason to tune back in. So it not only functions as a transition, but it functions as a brand new element because, oh, we haven't actually heard Daltinius sing a clear vocal yet. It's all been kind of lathered in this particular FX. So really cool transition, not one we see often. Snaps for you, sir. Now, the second thing I love is still vocal related. We don't talk about this much either. I got close to it when we started listening to a few more hip hop beats and we got different rap cadences within those beats. Check this out. When you listen to this verse, you'll hear Daltinius use a cadence that is more storytelling. There are more words. It's kind of poetic, and he is really trying to convey something using words, which is great. So let's listen.
The water was rushing in your winds, they approached, and I know
Da 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 da. So it's just every syllable is part of a word, and every word is part of a sentence, and every sentence is part of a thought. And what we do here is we are giving a lot of exposition into the song, but we're also creating a rhythm and we're creating a mindset for our listener. So our verse is very lyrically dense, which is good. It's fine. It's great. But watch how we offset that. Something that makes the chorus a little bit more special when it finally comes around. We have a lyrically dense verse, but then when we come to the chorus, you're going to notice that all of that density kind of shifts. And instead of the lyrical density, we have these longer drawn out notes followed by these little ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba. But it all comes back to these hurricane. I'm not Daltinius. Ready? Let's listen. Nice and drawn out. Really drawn out. So we go from these lyrically dense verses into these sweeping and soaring choruses, which is a very different feel, gives our brain something to do, lets our ears know, whoa, this is cool and this is different, tunes us back into the track. I mean, the advantages to this are tenfold, and Daltinius does an excellent job of keeping the listener engaged, not only by starting with the filtered vox and moving into the clean vox, but going from a lyrically dense verse into a sweeping, soaring verse. I could mention a lot about our brief reprieve here and how that gives us just a little bit of, okay, we're back. But these are the two things I love about this track, and it's been a while since I've really focused in on vocals, so I'm going to do it. Again, the first thing I love, filtered vox to the clear vox. Really great dynamic transition, but also a really great way to keep us engaged. A second thing that I love, also a great thing that keeps us engaged. Lyrically dense verses followed by sweeping, not so dense choruses that are very repeatable. A lot of times those verses don't follow the same kind of repeatable rhythm. And then we get into this chorus, which we want to be memorable, so it becomes less dense. Much more memorable. Da 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 da. Right? It all comes back to the da da da, and that is good, and it represents something different, and that's what we need. That's what we want. That's what I love. So those are the two things I love about that track. Make sure if you haven't already, looks like it was recently published today, go listen to Hurricane by Daltinius over on BandLab. Make sure you give him a follow while you're over there if you haven't already, if you're not one of the 180,000 people that have already. Make sure you also take a listen to Under the Gun. we pitched that to Daltinius. His voice is on that. It is a really cool song. If you enjoy Daltinius's voice, which I do, and so do a lot of you. So check that out as well. And you know what? While you're over on BandLab, you should follow DJ Tatious on YouTube, BandLab, or wherever you choose to consume your social media. In the meantime, happy Monday. Thanks for waking up, winding up, and queuing up with me for another excellent BandLab track. Enjoy the rest of your coffee, and we will see you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, everyone. We have an amazing show for you tonight. You are just not going to believe what's in store. No, you're not. Guess what? We have the one, the only RJS. Yes, he hails in from Australia. Come on in.
Hi.
Hi, you. How are you?
Oh, good today.
Good. That's always a good thing to be good.
How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm sitting here with you. RJS, I have to know, where in tarnation do your genes come from?
Levi's.
That what?
Levi's.
Levi's? That's a good one. Okay, so was it a grandparent? Was it an aunt? Was it an uncle? Was it a cousin? Where did you who influenced you or played music around you that said, I want to play the guitar? I want to write songs.
It was more friends. In my teenagehood, when they were all playing guitar, I thought, I wouldn't mind doing that. And that's where it all started. Yeah.
Okay.
They taught me a little bit, and then I went to a few lessons.
All right. So
Or
mom and
lottery.
dad didn't play music around the house?
No, no, not at all. My older brother and sister did.
Okay. All right.
So I listened to all of that. That probably helped a lot, but the guitar itself was when friends were playing it.
Okay.
I wanted to join in. And I couldn't sing, so I had no choice.
You play so many different genres and things too. I mean, your heart's definitely with the rock and roll.
Yeah.
But was it the same genre when you started when you were a teenager?
Yeah. Probably. Well, I'm big, very influenced by Pink Floyd.
Okay.
So that has a blues bass with a rock bass.
Good.
Yeah, and Led Zeppelin and Jimi Hendrix, Bad Company, all them bands, so 70s rock. Yeah.
All right. When did you start performing out?
Oh, very late in life, after I met Cecily.
Okay.
Cecily and I are second time arounders. We've been going out for 22 years.
Beautiful.
And not long after that, even 10 years after that, because she has such a great voice.
Yes, she does.
I talked her into performing. She did used to perform in the church and things like that. But then we went out and played a few gigs at open mics and all that. And it worked quite well. Every time she came on, the room went silent.
I can imagine. She does. Her voice is amazing.
Yes, it makes it sometimes hard to continue guitar because I'm listening to her.
I could see that being a challenge.
Yeah.
I know that you had also taken part in the Wake Up, Rise Up, Live for Peace, and you had wrote that song.
Yeah. I don't usually write that many with words. I'm starting to do that now.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted Cecily to sing along, so we got some words together, and I wanted her to take the photos for the video, and I put all that together. she's got a good eye for photos and such like that. We only had our phone to take photos with, but
You guys did such a beautiful job.
that's the area we live in. We live in the Blue Mountains, and it's such a nice spot. So we thought we'd photo some of that.
Yeah.
And of course, my lead was probably influenced by Pink Floyd again.
You know what? It was just an amazing lead. And if you guys didn't get a chance to see it, you can check it out. Do you have it on your YouTube yet?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Make sure, Robert Shoveler, you check out his YouTube channel. I'm going to share the link a little bit later with you guys. So make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel, because I'm telling you, your ears cannot get enough. You're going to be going ahead and listening over and over and over again.
Well, I had things like bird noises and sounds of the bush and didgeridoo, and made a song very minimalistic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
And
you also did an amazing job. Even like you collaborate with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And even like there's pieces that you've done with Glenn, you've done with me, that I mean, just so many. And you've always done an amazing job, and it's always like you just fit. Your guitar skills are absolutely amazing, and your songwriting is breathtaking. Your stories, they always take me on a journey.
Well, that's the plan. That's what I they're stories, and that's
Well,
how,
you succeeded.
I play them.
You completely succeeded.
And I aim for a certain feel depending on the story.
Mhm.
Whether it be minor or major or blues or whatever, sad, happy, anything. I aim for it's. I usually write a song by hitting a chord.
Okay.
What feel is that? And starts from there. Yeah. Sometimes I think about it and go, oh, this progression could be good. And then go and play it and get one that way too.
Yeah. So you're totally into just feeling what you feel at that moment.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yes.
if I've had a good lunch, it's a happy song.
If it wasn't so good, I won't tell Cecily.
Okay. It always is good. So she does spoil me a little.
I'm so jealous. So at what stage did you start writing?
Well, once I got the program that I could record on, and that was
Okay.
about 15 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and my first song was called One. My second song was called Two. My third song was called Three. I'm up to 25 or so.
You'll have to share with me number 3 sometime.
It's extreme. It's me trying to be Joe Satriani.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta let me hear it now.
But generally, since BandLab, I've been doing a lot more, and I was on a website prior to this, Band Hub, and played with a lot of the same people that I play with now. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yay. The universe has one of connecting all of us.
It does. Universe and music.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Music's the key to our hearts. Laughter's the
Yeah.
key to our souls, though.
What? What was the soul?
I said, yep, that's laughter.
Ah, okay. Cool. Cool. I'll have to write more
RJS.
funnier songs.
Yes, I'm telling you. Well, I love all your work.
Mhm.
You've got
Yeah,
that
you're
the
biased.
new contest skirt.
Yeah, do you like that
That's out. Yeah. That was featured on a show the other night as well.
one? Ah, okay. Oh, I did another one yesterday for that.
Ah, another remix. Whoa.
This one's even possibly better.
Man. Now you're teasing.
If I take 2 days to write a song, it's usually better.
Yeah. I think the last song took me 4 months.
Yeah, I'm a bit impatient.
Nah. Yeah, I like to take my time.
It's like
If I like to put 100% into it, because if that artist on the other side put their 100% into it, like I just feel like I need to give that back.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, yeah.
But my thought is, because I'm a little OCD, if I do that, I will never finish.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll never be perfect. So when I play lead for other people, it is usually only one go at it, first go, because that's my natural feel to it.
Hmm.
And I don't even listen to it before I play it. So I
I think if you were a vocalist, it might be a little different.
Yes, totally.
But you and your guitar are like one.
Cecily says that's how I sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Very cool.
so I'm illiterate, but I can make noise.
Oh, much love, much love. All right. You have to tell me about your song, A Short Children's Story. Where did this all come from? Because I'm seeing it was an original that you did with the neighboring kids.
Yeah, I just tried to give them a little bit of fun. Well, I've got the 2 little girls who are like 5 and 7, screaming and saying wolves and all that sort of stuff. And it's my demented sense of humor to call it a children's story. And,
I love
and I
that.
added the odd wolf sound. And it's a good song, probably for Halloween.
Oh, and that's right around the corner.
We don't have it here.
No?
No.
Oh,
They sort of do it here, but it's not an
Okay.
official day.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, but
Do you do trick or treat?
some people do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I hide out the back in case they want to talk to me. So yeah.
You are so silly. Let's go ahead and let's listen to A Short Children's Story.
Okay.
Water coming.
That was awesome.
My
It
twisted
should be
sense of
used in
humor.
a it should be used in a Halloween thing. I have to agree. We'll have to play that one again. Oh my goodness, that was
I'm glad you
awesome.
liked it.
I did. I more than liked it. I loved it. And I love the story behind it as well.
Get the kids involved.
That's right. That's right. Okay, you have to tell me about the song Life is All.
Well, life is all. I've got a friend in Germany who I met online playing poker years ago. And I just got to talking to him. He sort of had a rough life and all that. He's the same age as me. And has never been on a song. And he loves my music and Cecily singing. He thinks she's the best on the planet. So I said to him, would you like to talk on a song, and I'll write you one, and I'll write you words to say. His English isn't perfect, but he has a nice deep voice which goes really good with the song. So I did a melancholy song with him and got him to talk, and he was so excited that he's actually now on a song.
Wow, that is really cool.
Give him a go. Like, he's got no other chance to be on a song, so
yeah,
he is now.
Oh, that is amazing. That's an amazing story. And, you know, to be able to feel that way, to inspire someone.
Yeah,
you know,
well, it made his day.
Absolutely. All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to check out this song, Life is All. If you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed yet, I don't know what's wrong with you people. You better go and do so. Okay? Here we go with Life is All.
To be
need help of stuff. Time does go faster. We get to enjoy life laughs, even at as simple as flying doves. We have lived a lot and seen a lot. We have made our mark. Life is still bright, and we hope we have lived right. Life is good, life is happy. It feels like we are lucky.
Life is all. Yes, it is all. Good to be alive. Good to survive.
That was gorgeous.
I try them to be emotive.
Yeah. Well, it definitely paints a beautiful picture.
Yeah, well, it uses the deep voice of Udo and then the angelic voice of Cecily to be the contrast.
Yeah. Well, you guys did a beautiful job.
Good. I'm glad you like it.
It's so your music always seems to put me like at a calmness, at an ease.
Good.
Even when you're rocking it out, like it's still like it's just the way that you flow with your keys, with your strums, with your picks. It's gorgeous.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
I don't like it. I love listening to you and Cecily.
Me too.
You guys
I
are
like listening to that.
amazing. You give me what I like to ask. The next question. Tell me about the piece Serenity.
Serenity. That's
Yes.
not very old, that one. It's only recent, but it's same again in this one.
Okay.
Hit a chord. And in this one, it's a ringing chord. Like there's open strings through it and all that sort of stuff. And just the first chord sets the mood. And
Okay.
from there, I try to enhance the mood. Hopefully.
I
That's what I
gotcha.
try anyway.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, like it does, like I said, it takes me to a serenity, to a calmness. And I
Good.
thank you for always doing that for me.
I'm glad to. If everyone was calm, that'd be good.
It would be peaceful.
Maybe we should send it to Putin.
I'm sure there's a lot of people we could send it to. Let's go ahead. Let's check it out now.
Okay.
Yay. Can you see? Can you see it? Sharing the. Here is Serenity.
Hear the waves rolling in.
swaying with those waves.
That one, also, I did that with Cecily saying, relax, let the waves rolling in, to be like a counselor talking to someone to relax.
Yeah.
That was the plan there. And if you notice in the second time when she does it again, I have like fast leads behind it, but not very loud.
Yeah, I heard that. That was gorgeous.
So that is generally somebody laying down on a couch being told to relax, but the mental anguish that everyone's got behind them was the purpose of that one.
Yeah.
The inner thoughts.
I could see that.
Counselors.
I could totally see that. That's awesome. Your leads, you just know how to mix them in so that they're not overtaking in the music.
That's how I like doing them. Yeah.
That's something I really, really enjoy.
Sometimes I'll play extremely distorted and grungy, but it'll either be single notes, so it's not crowding, or very quiet in the background.
Yeah. Well, you do a fantastic job.
That.
Lindsey Buckingham?
Yeah, he can play quiet in the background, but distorted sort of music.
Well, I'll tell you, you do an amazing job. You do
And
an
it's all
amazing
my
job.
own. So
Yeah.
I don't think I sound like anyone.
You don't. I can always pick you out.
Yeah.
You stand out above all the rest. I
I'm
can
6'4",
always
so
pick
that's
you
not
out. Oh my goodness.
Hmm.
I am like really a lot shorter than you.
That's Cecily.
Oh, I love it. Okay, you have to tell me about another original piece because you are an original artist all the way around. Can you tell me about the song The Brook?
The Brook, again, I got the kids next door. The Brook is, I live in Hazelbrook. So this is here, the Brook. And we have like waterfalls and bushwalks and all that sort of around here. So I just got the neighbours next door to talk about themselves, only at the beginning. Then I actually asked Lady Piano to put in some violin and some cello for me.
She's amazing.
And got Cecily to do some ah-oohs in between.
Wow.
But it's about this place here and neighbours and friends, kids.
Such a beautiful message.
Well, I hope you like this one. I like this
I
one.
love this one. All right, let's go ahead. Let's check it out.
Okay.
Yay. The Brook, connecting us all.
Hi, I'm Rosie and I live in school number 5. I live next to my next door neighbors called Ron and Cecily, and they have a little puppy called Harry.
was so adorable.
Yeah, cute.
Absolutely, absolutely adorable. Oh,
Kids like doing it.
and I can only imagine, so then I have to ask you, how do you inspire the kids as far as like with the music in that sense? Like, what would you say to them if they said, I want to become a guitarist like you?
Well, one of them's picked up the violin now, so
Okay.
they're starting to like music, but they're very young.
Yeah.
So a little bit early to, but the boy, Harry, is the oldest, has picked up the violin at school. So
Okay.
that's great. That's really good. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah. If it's
Have any of them started writing?
no, too young.
Not yet. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Only like 5 and younger. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they could hardly read, let alone write.
Well, they're learning pretty early nowadays. I know over
Yeah, true.
here, like, we started actually just reading books as like bedtime, when she
Yeah.
was real a baby,
Yeah, which is good.
And so it just came into, so by kindergarten, she was,
Yeah.
pretty
Soon
much
embryos will be reading
there.
and writing.
Yeah. I know, it's amazing. Okay, you have to tell me about peace or question mark. Because it left me with a question mark.
This one is after doing the one for you for Wake Up and Rise Up, that one.
Yes.
Well, I thought I might do an instrumental as well, and I did
Yes.
this over the next week or two after that.
Okay.
And this one tells a story too.
They all have stories. You have masterpieces.
This one has no singing, no nothing. There's a background noise of children like in a play school type thing.
Okay.
But I think you can tell the story from it, just from the sounds and the music alone. It's a sad
Wow.
one.
You're not going to make me cry, are you?
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe. I'm terrible like that. Sorry.
good. You're not
I'll tell you a joke
terrible.
afterwards or something.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, let's check it out. This one is peace or question mark. Here we go. Yay. You're not making me cry. It sounds like the storm's coming in next. But peace or no, you like totally brought me to all of the violence that has been happening, a lot of the school shootings that have occurred in the past year, things of that sort. And that's exactly, it even reminded me back of 9/11.
Mm.
Everybody just scrambling, and so many innocent lives just taken without rhyme or reason.
Did I make you cry?
Close. Close. You definitely made me think.
There you go. Made you think. That's good.
You painted a very vivid picture.
Which is good to do with music.
It is. It's perfect to do with music.
Yeah, because the picture's different in everyone's head.
That's right.
Yeah.
You may paint it red and I'm going to paint it green.
Exactly. Or teal.
But
and
that's right.
and blue.
Yeah, we can add as many parts as we want.
And as I'm an artist, as in drawing and painting and all that sort of stuff, I like the music to do the same.
And that's what it should.
Yeah.
And you definitely know how to put those layers on, from the blank canvas to just the back scenery to the fine imprints.
Yeah.
With your music alone. You do such a beautiful job.
The BandLab's a great spot because what I like is I get the odd person to add some stuff, but I'm very specific with what I want.
Yes.
And they do it. They do it perfectly. Like Glenn does it perfectly. I got him to be a dragon once, and I do this and do that, and he did it perfectly. And they're great people on BandLab.
Yes. Oh my God.
Got you to write a song once, all the words out to sea.
Yes. And we even got Jason Jacobs he got to play the sea.
Yeah.
Making musicals, here we are.
Exactly. That's my thought with some of these. The one I did called Part 1 is like 14 minutes long. It's really long. But it's the purpose of it was like Journey to the Center of the Earth or War of the Worlds type thing. Yeah, that's my thought prior to starting. Yeah.
And you always take me through a journey.
Good. As long as
and that I so much appreciate.
Oh, good. Emotional music.
Yes. Connectional music.
Connect. Well, there's a word. Yeah.
See.
Yeah. Is it a word?
I think it is.
It is now.
It is now. That's right. It's been Angified. So let me ask you, where do you plan on going in the future?
Well, I think I'm getting better at writing. So I'm just going to do it more and more, I think, and get... now I've worked out how to put my own violin and cellos and all those sort of things in. More experimental again. One I did yesterday, I've got an orchestra, I've got cello, I've got boom bass, and plus all my guitaring. And no words in this one. So another storytelling just through music. And it's called Restlessness.
Okay. And that's what you did yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys better make sure you go and check it out. Restlessness. I ain't playing. You check him out on BandLab. You subscribe to his YouTube channel. Do not let him out of your ears. You won't be able to.
And he were.
That's right. So tell me about the song The Storm.
Another one where I go, what do I do here? So this is where I'm learning a bit.
Okay.
Cecily to talk in this. And this is the evil storm. This is like it's evil storm, then it clears away and the good comes through and all that. It's the old adage sort of thing. And I got Cecily to speak instead of singing. She has such a good voice even to do that.
Yes.
And I try to be extreme with the sounds behind and all that sort of thing,
Yes, and
Um,
you two are the dynamic duo.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Batman and Robin, but you know.
Well, no, I gotta tell you, like, then maybe you're the Australian version of Batman and Robin.
Okay, okay.
Is that
Maybe
fair
Captain
enough?
Kangaroo. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All good. So it's just good versus evil, basically. Yeah, it starts off with evil, ends up with good.
All right. All right. Well, it definitely does end with good and even great. This has been amazing.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming and joining me and allowing me to interview you. It's been an amazing journey, even though you say you're boring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
bye.
You're scary.
Let's go ahead and let's check out the storm.
Okay.
The storm is here, alive and seething. People fleeing. Mankind is crying. Menacing eyes up high. The sky now black. The wind is howling. Sounds of thunder and lightning flashing. Sinister, evil, rising fear fills the air. Evil now prevails. The darkness abate. Rays of sunshine, small shards of light, now growing, bursting forth, breaks through the darkness. Prevails. Evil is vanquished. Cast out for good. Life awaits. Hope is renewed. No more returning.
I think that was like the perfect ending.
Sure. I like your graphics.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Made those just for you.
Thank you. I feel special.
Well, you should. You are. You guys better go ahead and make sure to like, share, and subscribe to @RJS on BandLab and on YouTube, Robert Shoveler. Did I miss anything? I think we got it.
Well done.
Well, then I guess it's time we go ahead and we wrap up the show and put our closing on. And I thank you guys all for tuning in. So make sure to go ahead, tune into the last few minutes here of these videos I have to share with you. And we'll see you again soon. Like, share, subscribe. Last warning. You guys got it? You guys better. All right, here we go. Yay!
We all may be different, with opinions and beliefs. But at the end of the day, we are brothers and sisters. We are family. We ask that you join us in a magical journey with artists from around the world.